So the left had a series of elections, and I think, well, really, the U.S. had them, and we had them in New York, Kentucky, Virginia. Um, yeah, those are North Carolina. Those are the three I remember. Um, Mind you, those are just tones going off. And we had a lot of people win. We had uh, uh, in New York 16, Jamal Bowman was going against Elliot Engel. Jamal Bowman is the Medicare for All, Bernie Sanders, AOC, Elizabeth Warren endorsed type of candidate. And you know, that's who Bowman is. Elliot Engel, he's an ancient dinosaur, establishment figure, uh, and everything you'd expect from people like him. And so, he's a really big pro-Israel government type of congressman. The AIPAC lobby loves him because he supports everything that Israel wants, including imprisoning Palestinians. And he's just not a progressive. He's been needing to go. And he was also caught on a hot mic saying that he wouldn't be able to protest if he didn't have a primary and all that, right? And then you had Mondaire Jones, who won in New York's 17th district. Now, results are still coming in for these guys, so just relax. But so he won there against like 8 establishment figures, establishment goons. Nita Lowey was giving up her seat, so it was open, and you had all these centrists, including a self-funded millionaire, whose dad is a billionaire because he started an advertisement company. I think, I'm sorry, no, that's Donnie Deutsch's dad. But this guy's dad, I don't remember his name, so I'm not going to say it. His dad was a pharmaceutical guy, and he has got his company Regeneron, whatever it is. And so you had all of that, but Mondaire Jones, the progressive one, what's his name? Qasim Rashid, I think his name is. He won in Virginia. AOC won, and they called her a fluke. They said, "Oh no, it's just a fluke. Don't worry." And she had Michelle Caruso Cabrera. Basically trying to go against her. She lived in Trump Tower. And so you had all these people winning. You have Charles Booker in Kentucky, who is going against Amy McGrath, who says she's more pro-Trump than McConnell. And that's the Chuck Schumer picked, DSCC picked, candidate who lost in 2018, by the way. And so, all these progressives are winning their primaries. They're knocking off incumbents. They're knocking out a bunch of other centrists. And what do the dumb asses in the media think? You got Morning Joe, Casey Hunt here, who I'm going to play for you. And let's see what she says about it. Because apparently, this is, let me just play it.
It's tempting to read this as, progressives have, voters are looking for somebody that's more progressive, that's not part of the establishment. I think it's a little bit of a mistake to look at it that way. I think it's a rejection of the calcification of our politics, of people that have been in office for decades, in many cases.
So, that was just my iPad playing that. I'm not going to play anything else. Basically, she's saying, well, guys, it's not really a full rejection. No. It's even better than that. I'm just moving things around here. It's not a rejection of the establishment. It's not a rejection of the the people who don't want change versus the people who do. This is really about the old guard and the new guard. And it's partly there, but notice how she's just making excuses. Making excuses for why did all these people lose essentially, and we're still getting results in. There's a bunch of mail-in ballots and all of that. But why did they lose? It makes no sense. They are establishment people. They literally have the money. They have the lobbied interest. They got all of that. So what is it? And again, they just keep moving the goalposts. No, this is a referendum on the establishment. This is an FU to the establishment. This is, we don't want you dinosaurs in Congress anymore. We want the Green New Deal. We want Medicare for all, free college, end of the wars, universal student debt forgiveness, medical debt forgiveness, which you wouldn't have under a Medicare for all system. Just saying. We want corporate lobbyists out of politics. We want real people power, money out of politics. We want real people power in politics, but people money, public funding of elections in politics. So Casey Hunt's actually wrong. And again, this is a great win. Don't let anybody say that, oh, it's just a fluke, because they said that about AOC when she beat Crowley, and now she beat MCC as she's been called. So now it's not a fluke. All these people who are winning, Marie Newman, Kara Eastman, Paula Jean Swearingen, AOC, Ilhan Omar, Ayanna Pressley, Raul Grahava, Ro Khanna, all these people, Pramila Jayapal, they're winning their races. Now they're also running and all of that. And a lot of them have got to win still their primaries. But, I mean, you've even got establishment people losing to people who are going to run off elections like in Texas. You got Shahid Buttar, who possibly could beat Nancy Pelosi. And if you don't think that that's a referendum on the where the left is saying, hey, we don't want you here anymore, we're tired of you, you're goddamn mistaken, that's for sure. Because people actually want these policies. They're saying, oh, well, they're just mad because all these people are staying in power. Well, they're mad about progressive staying in power. But Joe Biden in power for 50 years, oh, that's beautiful. Let's keep that going. So, the media and their $1 million studios, getting corporate donations, making hundreds of millions of dollars a year, like Rachel Maddow making $20 million a year. All these people. This is not something they see as, oh, maybe they really want change. Maybe they want to change the way our oligarchy is more to a democracy. They don't see it that way because they benefit from this oligarchy. All of them. Casey Hunt, Joy Reid, all of them. Morning Joe, all those cast members. And when you have a channel like MSNBC saying all this crap, I don't consider them the left. No progressive counts them as the left unless you're a naive progressive, so-called progressive, who is young and you're a boomer in a sense, because you've got boomer family or whatever and friends, and they watch MSNBC and they're drunk off of it, and you are too, and oh yes, MSNBC is the best thing in the world, and they're actually left. No, the left channels are the online media. Jimmy Dore, the Michael Brooks Show, the Humanist Report, the Majority Report, the Rational National, the Young Turks, Secular Talk, and I'm pretty sure I said Jimmy Dore, but if I didn't, Jimmy Dore, Kim Iverson, Crystal Ivolis, the Progressive Voice, all these channels are literally the left, not this MSNBC corporate crap. So, again, I just wanted to make this, and it's fun to see the media losing their crap and panicking. I mean, guys, look, if these establishment people do lose, this sends a huge panic. And if Pelosi loses, guys, if Pelosi were to lose, the alarms that would be going off in the congressional halls of power, like they would be, oh my God, What? Now, is this going to push the Democrats more to the left? Is this going to push Joe Biden to the left? No. The Democrats aren't going to be pushed to the left because they don't listen. The Republicans were scared of being primaried by the Tea Party in 2010 and 11 and 12 because the Tea Party was like, we want you to be more right-wing, more fascist, more racist. And the right wing at the time was like, oh, shoot, John Boehner, Paul Ryan, Eric Cantor, all of them. They were like, oh, crap. So now Sagar and Jetty kind of said, look, they're really not that powerful anymore because the Republican Party is pretty much what it was before. But the Democrats aren't going to be pushed, the establishment Democrats. They're going to have to be thrown out of power. And it's going to take a while. But come on, guys. If we can make this happen over and over, this is going to be great. And now, here's my only worry about these progressives that are winning. Don't get me wrong. I'd rather have these than Nita Lowy and Elliot Angle and all of these. I'd rather have all of them than all of the establishment just because they're better on politics, on policy. But I need enforcers in Congress. I need them to go, I don't give a crap what you say. We're going to do what we need to do for the American people. I don't care if you don't put me in a committee. Who cares? Let's do this. Come on. Oh, Nancy Pelosi, you don't like Medicare for all. Let me release your donors and hold a press conference and say, guys, these are the donors of Nancy Pelosi. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Regeneron, Johnson & Johnson, Aetna. How about Dianne Feinstein? Let's look at her record. Steny Hoyer, who's been there for 78 years. Don Young, all of these people. That's the kind of enforcer we need. And if none of these are going to be enforcers, then we're never going to get anything done. And I hope that AOC tries to stop working and stops trying to work with the establishment because all this time they've been stomping all over her. Stop calling Pelosi Mama Bear. She's not a Mama Bear. They've been trying to stomp all over you. And that is a big issue. Fight AOC. Fight Bowman. Fight, Kasim Rashid, Shahid Buttar, Marie Newman, Kara Eastman. Don't be nice to these people. Take off the gloves. Let's go. Anyway, so that's my spiel. And just donate to all these people. Act Blue has most of them or all of them. Most of them are Justice Democrats or Brand New Congress or whoever. And by the way, next week we got Andrew Romanoff in Colorado. He's not a Justice Democrat, but he's pretty progressive. So anyway, guys, yeah, let's do this. Let's go. Let's get all these people out. Get some progressives in there.